From defending freedom on foreign soil to defending lives at home and abroad, a local combat veteran continues his call to serve through suicide prevention efforts. Here's tonight's Hometown Veterans honoring our heroes. As Dennis Bender plays fetch with his German Shepherd, the goal is to retrieve the Frisbee.
Hey, yo, good girl.
But when he threw his entire life into the military after 9/11, there was no promise he'd get it back.
I started asking myself, if I'm not willing to defend my freedom, why should I ask somebody else to do the same?
A perspective on freedom that's respectable but not mainstream. So how does this mindset form for a kid who grew up in Martinsville as the oldest of 4 siblings? Let's take it back to the beginning.
Young Dennis was a troublemaker. He liked to toe the line and maybe take a step forward over it.
That rebel spirit strengthened on 9/11, and Dennis felt a responsibility to serve his country.
I went into the recruiter's office and asking me what I wanted to do. I did the test, and he said, you can, basically, whatever you want to do, you can pick. And I said, I want to do something where I see action. I want to get revenge for America.
And just like that, a young man became a soldier ready for war.
Specialist Dennis Bender, U.S. Army, 19 Delta Cav Scout from January 2002 to January 2006.
Dennis joined knowing he would be prepped and well-trained to fight in Iraq. An Army Cavalry Scout came with many missions along the way, but the main focus was a reconnaissance mission to gather information and intel on the enemy.
I was in Iraq from April of 2003 to August of 2004. We were there at the tail end of the initial invasion and push. We were there when President Bush declared, all the fighting's over with, which we were still in the middle of fighting, which was crazy. And our entire troop could be up and gone in a matter of like 8 hours. So the Army used us by just going all over the country the first 4, 5, 6 months of our time in there. We were just going from spot to spot to spot. We end up settling in Baghdad. And for the next 8 or 9 months, our primary mission was to escort the KBR.
The KBR was in charge of putting Iraq back together, while the soldiers left broken, including Dennis. His 4 years in the military made an impact around the world and within his own life, but he lost many friends in battle, and that rebel spirit came back. Except this time it was not to defend his country. This one was for his comrades. I
called up my best friend from the Army, Matt, and said, hey, look, this is what the challenge is. Unfortunately, I've had too many people we know that committed suicide after getting out of the Army or while we're in the Army, so it affected both of us.
In 3 years, they've raised $70,000 for the organization Stop Soldier Suicide with a 22-mile ruck march every November.
Just a few guys putting on a weighted vest, a rucksack, and getting out and beating the pavement.
After the military, Dennis did get his life back, but many others won't. Once a soldier, now a lifeline. Dennis served his country in uniform, but now he serves the military community around the globe by fighting to prevent suicide. And for the past 3 years, Dennis, Matt, and Skylar, all veterans, have really pushed themselves every single November for Stop Soldier Suicide, the organization. If you're wondering, he will be hosting this event again this November, and we're hoping to bring him here live on 7 at 4 so he can kind of tell us how we can support and show up and grow this ruck march. And that was just a snippet of Dennis's amazing life. He is also a dad. I got to meet his daughter, who's a very successful student at UVA. He's a husband, a brother, a friend, a combat veteran, and yeah, so much more. So Dennis Bender, thank you for all that you do for our country.
And you see that picture, the bullet holes in the Humvee and the windshield. It's just,
yeah.
What wonderful work, though.
Yeah.
Bringing it back and trying to get 22 a day. Gotta get that number down.
And he's one of many who are out here doing a lot of good work. So we appreciate him taking the time to share a bit of his story.